5:15. It is blowing a gale and hammering it down outside, which means one thing: we're on the bike that goes nowhere, and Storm Dara or Darren, whatever it is, has hit the UK. And I mean, the wife was worried I was going to get blown away. I was a bit worried I was going to get blown away. So we're on the indoor bike, and I've had loads of questions recently. What's the goal with getting back into training? Have you got a goal race? I've had, have you got a coach now? Have you stopped getting coached? What's the training plan you're following? So I thought, I've got 2.5 hours minimum zone 2 to do. The frills. My bum's going to be sore, yes, but we got big goals. And this dad is going to hit them. 5:15. This is the time I get to train now, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to ride your bike, you get up early, you set your alarm on a Sunday, and you get it done. It ain't easy. Let's get on the turbo. Right, the jacket's coming off, and then let's talk business. So I'm hoping that the turbo is not too loud, because I also can't shout because it's 5:20. Wife's in bed, Bubs is in bed. We're getting it done. Now, for those that follow me on Strava will have probably seen that I'm back on it, back training, back hitting some intervals. I made a few videos on the comeback. And I've had the question, what's the goal of it all? There's a couple of goals. I was looking through my notes on my phone, and I saw like my 2024 goals. Funnily enough, only one of them was bike related. There was run a sub 17-minute 5k. That didn't happen. That requires a lot more training than I thought. Run a sub 90-minute half marathon. I'd done that.
Mate.
And then 350 watts for 20 minutes. I think I hit like 347, like beginning of the year. And then obviously had Ava, and yeah, it was difficult. Didn't want to train, didn't train, but like my motivation's back a bit now. And I think what it made me realise was I don't enjoy getting my backside handed into me every race, and I actually quite enjoy the training side of things. Like, I don't know what it is. Some people probably love it, some people hate it. I just love trying to get fitter. As long as I get up and do it at 5 a.m, the wife seems to be relatively okay with it, like get it done before work. Also, goal 1, I'm going to try and hit 350 watts for 20 minutes. It's not going to happen in 2024, but it's going to happen. Secondly, National Mountain Bike Champs. I'm not just going to turn up, I'm setting the peak high, I'm setting the goal high. Your man's going to be on the Masters podium. They're the 2 goals. Let's get it. Now, in terms of plan of action, people have asked me, have I stopped getting coaching? Have I stopped with a coach? Yes. Now, the reason why I didn't want to carry on getting coached was because it was just really difficult, for me anyway. When something gets put on Training Peaks, I have to make it go green. It is like an OCD of mine, wanting every workout to be perfect, hit the numbers, get the green thing on Training Peaks. As sad as that is, the problem is you just don't know, like day in, day out, if you're going to get the perfect session, you're going to have the time to do the session. And where it's so regimented, I realised you can't have that. I needed like a bit of freedom to pick and choose what I want to do. Now that is not ideal, because I'll put it out there, having a coach, the accountability and them planning it all for you is what gets you fast. For me, it was easier just to back off, and to be honest, I fell off the wagon anyway and just went into dad mode. But now that I'm back on it, I'm not getting coached. I'm just trying to ease myself in slowly. But I have got a training plan to follow. But obviously it's not just that, it's the fact of money, stuff like that. The Rocket's on mat leave. Your boy's got to cover all the bills. Can I afford to pay X amount to get coaching? No, they're worth every penny if you get a good coach and one that works for you. But at the moment, unless you lot like and bloody subscribe, no, I'm joking, I can't afford it. So, national champs as the goal. Haven't got a coach. With the national champs, it is at Woody's bike park. It's bloody hilly, so I know sort of a sideline goal, it's a bitter pill to swallow, is I'm going to have to lose some of the muscle that I've gained, because upper body weight, going up a hill is terrible. And in a race there's probably going to be 1,000 metres of climbing around that course. So I have lost, originally I said I was going to go from 80 to 75 kilos. I've done that now without changing my diet. I've just ridden my bike more, which has burnt more calories, and I stopped taking creatine, which was probably 3 or 4 kilos, just like water weight. And I'll be honest, the muscles don't look as good now. So I'm like, should I just sacrifice them and get fast on the bike? Probably, because I bloody love cycling. Right, let's talk about the training plan I'm following. I am following, drum roll please, Trainer Road. Now, before everyone jumps on, don't do that, don't do that. Couple of reasons why. One, if Trainer Road see this, do not delete Del Boy's account. Del Boy's got an annual subscription that he forgot to cancel, so your boy's jumping on that because he hasn't used it in 3 years. Secondly, I just didn't want to have to sit there and write a program myself. I didn't have time, so I just put my events in, and it gave me like a rough guide. And now I know what you're thinking, that's still a program, no difference having a coach. The difference is, I know this sounds bad, I don't feel as bad if I have to move things about or skip a session because I'm a bit fatigued, or alter the session a bit, because one, I haven't paid from it, and two, it's not an actual human at the other end. So I've picked on Trainer Road the high volume plan. Now here's the part I don't like about it. The high volume plan is only 9.5 hours a week, I think. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people will be like, oh my God, how are you doing 9.5 hours? Well, I'm on the bike at bloody 5 a.m. And like, I do think you need some longer rides. Like, the longest ride is 2.5 hours. I think, for me personally, I know what works. And doing those longer endurance rides really do help my fitness. And then the other problem, which I don't like, is a lot of sweet spot, like Tuesday, Thursday, sweet spot sessions, and then Saturday is like 2 hours of zone 2, but there's threshold efforts in there. They're like 6 minutes under over type things. Now, I don't know whether it's going to work for me doing that in the base, but it's worth giving this a go, trying something new. And one of the other little things I've added in, if I'm on the turbo, I don't use a fan. People have asked me benefits, blah blah blah. There is, I don't know if I'm getting hot enough because I'm not like kitted up, but there is really good benefits of heat training. But the way I see it is, if it makes the session feel harder, when you go and do it outside, in a race, blah, 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 then the RPE will feel lower. Plus, when national champs is, it's in the middle of summer. I know it always rains in the UK, but we might get some heat, so maybe this will help. Who knows, just mixing it up, giving it a try. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the goal, is the plan. And the plan may be altered because I don't think I will stay with Trainer Road all the way up to the event. I'd love to get coached by Veld Coaching again and get in the best shape I can be, because I think I can be fitter than I was if I'm smart, stop hitting bicep curls. I think I'm capable of it. Like, I don't know, maybe not, but I'm going to give it a good old whack. So let's get our head down, get this session done, join me for a full day of training, and apologies about all that waffle. Ew, that is Sweatfest complete. 206 watts. Oh, can you see that? 206 watts for 2.5 hours. It gets hot in here. Spicy. It ain't sexy, but it's how we're getting the training in, because racing and being at the front is fun. Hopefully I can get back to the front. We will see. Man scrubbed up well. Gotta keep the noise down because Ava is still asleep. I need a coffee. I need a coffee to get me in dad mode, and then some oats to recover from that session. Whip up some oats for me in the rocket, bang a coffee, and family time. Go get my good mug. Daddy and Ava. Yeah.
I'm not going to be in it. George.
Bon appetit. This is all I can film, ladies and gentlemen, because the MILF, aka the Rocket, is in the room. And I don't want to be on camera. Do not put me on camera. You're not on camera.
No, I'm not. You're irritating me.
Say hello to the mic, Rocket. Hello.
Hello.
Ah, there it is. You heard it here first. She loves you, really. Hello. Here's a little rocky road I whipped up earlier. We've got a family day on the cards today. I just said to the wife, there's got to be some sort of benefit of having a wife, and she told me to go and effing wash up. So.
You're not telling the whole story.
So I'm doing the washing up. Right, we're having a family day. Of course, Georgie boy did not make those rocky roads. The Rocket did. Devastating effects in the Coppler household. Storm Darren taking out the garden furniture. What is Daddy doing, Bubby Ava? Honestly, I can't put her on camera, but because it'll make everyone very sad. But we have the cutest child in the world, don't we, Ava? And that's why you don't see her in the vlogs much, because the Rocket won't let me. That's right, Rocket.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to explain. She said there's too many predators out there. You lot. Can you say that? Can I say that? Can't say that, Ava. And it'd make all other parents very jealous, because she takes after her father.
Yes, because so many people have said, oh, doesn't she look like you?
No one said that, but you stunning like Daddy.
I'm not impressed with you.
She's not impressed. Right, family time. Best part is we're going to Nanny's house for a roast. So Daddy and Mummy get a day off, boy. We pass her over to Nanny, and it is bloody marvellous. Family day, and plenty of food was eaten, and if you're wondering when the nutrition is going to start, that is a New Year goal. But that is the goals, that is the plan, let's get it.